I saw this come across the wire from a few different outlets, so I did want to mention it. Bleacher Report, others have listed, well, maybe Tennessee could trade away DeAndre Hopkins as a possibility to free up cap space or help a different team get better. I actually have thoughts on this that I think Titans fans will appreciate. But I want to hear from you guys first. I think I know how everyone that's not a Titans fan, or everything that is a Titans fan, will react. Some people might try to get him on their team, maybe. Should the Titans trade away DeAndre Hopkins? Two options: T if you want to trade him, K if you want to keep him. Go ahead and sound off for me in the comment section of this video. You keep him. This is a stupid idea. Sorry to be mean, but most teams, competently run organization and franchises, don't go, okay, let's see, we've got Will Levis, second-year player. We want to see if he can be our franchise quarterback. We want to put him up in position to have success. We don't want to stunt his growth. Let's trade away our second-best receiver. That's not how teams operate. What they do is they throw assets around him. They throw a bag at Calvin Ridley. They draft J.C. Latham in the first round. They sign Tyler Boyd so they don't have to rely on Treylon Burks or Kyle Phillips or NWI, Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, emerging as a piece or whatever. And they say, we have the supporting cast in place, and even though it's all interconnected, if for whatever reason we don't get great play out of Will Levis, at least we don't have to do the Daniel Jones things for 4 straight years where he didn't play well, but the supporting cast. That's what you want to avoid. So the Titans, it doesn't make any sense to them to go, okay, we need him out there. He was our only good receiver last year. He had 1,000 yards. Let's trade him for what I saw was a 5th-round pick. What are we doing out there? Now, I could be open to revisiting that come trade deadline time if the Titans are a disaster, which I don't think they're going to be, by the way, where it just becomes into asset acquisition mode. You're trying to eval Will Levis. That is the number one goal for this season. Obviously, wins, whatever, but like big picture, figure out if Will Levis is your franchise guy. Trading away DeAndre Hopkins doesn't help them do that. Sure, it saves money, about $11.9 million. I think every Titans fan would say, yes, I'll pay $12 million in the cap this year to know one way or the other if Hopkins ends up being my guy. I think a trade of a Titans wide receiver could certainly make some sense. Treylon Burks stands out. Hopkins backed him publicly, but he might be wide receiver 4 for this team. I still kind of think that putting him in a big slot role, which maybe they can do now with Hopkins and Ridley and let Boyd split time there, I think that might be the best fit for Burks. Former first-round pick would have some trade value, new-ish regime. Seen some say, what about trading Nick Westbrook-Ikhine? Sure, if you can find a taker. Like if Kyle Phillips plays really well, okay, and Burks plays well, then okay, you don't need him. I have a difficult time thinking team's going to want Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. They're not going to trade Ridley or Boyd. They just signed those guys. Kyle Phillips is a backup slot right now, and not much value there. Burks, it does make sense to me, even if maybe they're not out on him, so that's fine. But trading Nuke? We just did that last year. B, I don't see the benefit here to this team being like, okay, we got to figure out if Will Levis is our guy. So you trade away his second best playmaker on offense at wide receiver, maybe Chico Conquo even, but is your number 2. But it doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And I think it's just really short-sighted and trying to get good players from maybe not great teams away. I think it's bad by NFL media.